What's up, baseball fans? Today we're unpacking a controversial take on Jackie Robinson Day, a day that's always full of celebration, but according to some critics, that very celebration might be undermining the true, gritty legacy of Jackie Robinson. Every April 15, MLB turns the dial to tribute mode. Every player, coach, and umpire dons number 42 in Dodger blue, and stadiums blast stirring tributes accompanied by dramatic music. It's a beautiful, heartwarming tribute to the man who broke baseball's color barrier in 1947, paving the way for generations of black players. There's no doubt Jackie Robinson's impact is monumental. His courage in the face of brutal racism, his excellence on the field, from Rookie of the Year honors, 6 All-Star nods to an NL MVP award, and his lasting cultural impact have made him an icon whose number is retired across all MLB teams. But here's where the criticism comes in. While MLB's annual tribute is undeniably uplifting, some argue it's become too sanitized, almost a saccharine celebration that glosses over the full, raw truth of Robinson's struggle. Critics point out that MLB's focus on the good part of Robinson's legacy, his groundbreaking achievements, and the unity his story inspires, ignores the deeply unsettling aspects of his life. Robinson's journey was anything but a neat feel-good fairy tale. His heroism was born from a brutal reality, a world steeped in overt racism where he faced daily abuse both on and off the field. In his own words from his 1972 autobiography, he recalled the painful truth of being a black man in a segregated, hostile America. That darker, more uncomfortable truth is crucial because it reminds us why his breaking of the color barrier was so revolutionary and necessary. Critics argue that while MLB does honor Robinson by having everyone wear number 42, and by supporting programs like reviving baseball in inner cities, it misses an opportunity to fully reckon with his legacy. Instead of forcing a deep, honest conversation about the scars of racism that made Robinson's achievements even more remarkable, the day has morphed into a sanitized, almost post-racial celebration, one that offers comfort and unity without really challenging us to confront America's ugly past. Commissioner Rob Manfred has even stated that what Jackie stands for transcends current debates on diversity, equity, and inclusion. But if you strip away the gloss, the reality is that honoring Jackie Robinson should also mean holding up a mirror to the injustices he fought against, using his legacy to shed light on ongoing struggles, not just celebrating the victories. So, what's the call to action here? If MLB truly wants to honor Jackie Robinson, it needs to do more than just have its players sport number 42 one day a year. It should ensure that his full, unvarnished story is told, a story of courage, resistance, and the stark realities of racial inequality. Only then can his legacy truly inspire change and serve as a powerful reminder of how far we've come and how far we still have to go. What do you think? Does the current celebration of Jackie Robinson Day capture the full essence of his legacy, or is it too watered down? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the complexities of MLB's tribute to one of baseball's greatest icons, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more thought-provoking insights and breaking news. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep that baseball spirit alive.
Yesterday, across the world of baseball, we saw the familiar sight. Every player proudly wearing the number 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson. It's a tradition that has become synonymous with April 15th, a day seemingly dedicated to celebrating a true icon who broke down barriers and changed the game forever. But what if that celebration, as well-intentioned as it may seem, is actually missing a crucial part of Jackie Robinson's story? What if Major League Baseball's annual tribute is, in fact, a sanitized version that avoids the very uncomfortable truths that made Robinson's journey so significant? That's the argument being made in a thought-provoking article, and it's a perspective that might make you think twice about the way we observe Jackie Robinson Day. The article suggests that while MLB puts on a grand display each year, with every jersey bearing that iconic number 42 in Dodger blue, and stirring tributes playing on stadium jumbotrons, there's a significant difference between simply stitching a number on a uniform and truly grappling with the entirety of Jackie Robinson's legacy. The author argues that beneath the surface of public glorification lies a darker, more uncomfortable truth that Major League Baseball often chooses to sidestep. We all know the triumphant part of the story: Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in 1947. It's a moment of immense historical importance. And it's right that we remember it. But the article points out that this very act of breaking the barrier was only necessary because of the deeply entrenched system that had previously forbidden black athletes from playing in MLB. Robinson's journey, his very existence in that white-dominated space, was subversive, radical, and provocative. However, the author contends that Jackie Robinson Day, as it's currently observed by MLB, lacks that very bite, that radical edge. The league's website states that the day is about celebrating Robinson's life, values, and accomplishments. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with celebration, the article argues that it needs to be accompanied by a legitimate reckoning, a meaningful telling of the full story, and a poignant application of the past to the present. Unfortunately, according to this perspective, that's not what's happening. The way MLB tells Robinson's story is often presented without controversy, without truly thought-provoking or uncomfortable elements. Money is donated, time is volunteered, and the Jackie Robinson Foundation is supported. But the overall feeling of the day can sometimes come across as a kind of kumbaya moment, almost whispering saccharine comforts in what some might perceive as a post-racial tone. The article even quotes MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred, who stated that Jackie Robinson transcends any debate that's going on in today's society about issues surrounding Day. Manfred suggests that what Robinson stood for was moving past an overt kind of segregation that he doesn't believe anybody actually supports today. But the author of this article strongly disagrees. They argue that this way of thinking allows MLB to highlight the good without confronting the bad, the difficult, the awkward. To remove Robinson from the Day conversation, while convenient, essentially whitewashes the non-baseball side of his life, in which he fought fiercely for civil rights. The article makes a powerful statement: if every hero has a villain, so too must Jackie. And in his case, that villain was America. It then quotes Robinson himself from his autobiography, I Never Had It Made, where he wrote, "Today as I look back on that opening game of my first World Series, I must tell you that it was Mr. Ricky's drama and that I was only a principal actor. As I write this 20 years later, I cannot stand and sing the anthem. I cannot salute the flag. I know that I am a black man in a white world." These are firm, fierce, unapologetically blunt words, fundamental aspects of Jackie Robinson the man. Yet these themes are often completely absent from Jackie Robinson Day celebrations. These are the uncomfortable truths that MLB, according to the article, prefers to bypass. And now, in our current times, the author argues that MLB's failure to champion the entirety of Robinson's legacy has never been more glaring or more damaging. The article goes on to highlight recent events that underscore this point, such as the removal and subsequent reinstatement of a Department of Defense webpage about Robinson's military career, which was initially flagged as part of efforts to scrub material involving diversity, equity, and inclusion. This incident, along with reports of a biography of Jackie Robinson being flagged at the U.S. Naval Academy's library under an executive order titled, Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History, suggests that the fight for accurately representing Robinson's legacy is far from over. Furthermore, the article points out that references to diversity were reportedly removed from MLB's own website earlier this spring, along with specifics of their diversity pipeline program. While a league official stated that their values on diversity remain unchanged and they are evaluating programs for compliance with federal law. The timing of these removals raises questions about MLB's commitment to fully embracing Robinson's legacy in the context of contemporary day efforts. The author concludes by acknowledging MLB's investments in black baseball, such as the Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities program and donations to the Players Alliance. However, they argue that MLB's passivity in directly confronting the ongoing challenges to day efforts is a disservice to what Robinson truly stood for. The current administration's systematic destruction of day efforts across the country, according to the article, stands in direct contradiction to Robinson's legacy, not connecting his story to modern America's glaring inadequacies and not using this opportunity to make a point. The author argues, invalidates the entire Jackie Robinson Day project. The central point of this